Hello everybody. Welcome back. I hope you guys had a fabulous week. I am just getting myself situated so I can see the chat over here on my other iPad. And thank you so much for joining me. If you're not familiar with who I am Amita, and I am so happy to be here. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday if that's something you celebrate, and happy regular, but I hope you still have a Good Friday if it's not something you celebrate. Let's see if I can find my own video so I can join the chat. Because I don't want to miss anybody's comments. And I want to apologize. I know last week there was a lot of disconnections, and we got disconnected towards the end of the reading. So I'm sorry if you were one of the people with me and you had a question that you wanted to ask and then you couldn't find the video again. I think at least half of everybody was able to find the new video after I got disconnected, but I do apologize about that. Not sure why that is the case when I'm on here, because I do video chat pretty regularly without any issues. So anyway, just doing a quick shuffle of the cards. And how is everyone doing this week? I know we have some energy changes coming on right now. Mercury is finally moving out of Pisces, and I am a Pisces, but I would like the Mercury energy to change a little bit. And so we're moving now into very direct and very forward Aries energy with Mercury. And so we might see, you know, some aggressive behavior, but at least we'll also see, you know, some more direct truth telling, because Aries is pretty confrontational and they just tell it like it is. And so in the period of, you know, we're kind of all living behind this, we're kind of living at the whims of all of our own countries and governments right now, and I feel like we're all a little bit lost in the dark, and we don't know what our future holds for us. So today we're going to really focus on our own paths coming up. Oh, and here hi, see, hello, hi Lou, hi Novlet, hi Cameron. Hi, Michelle, Yuritsi, Rachel, Rhonda, Alan. Thank you for coming back and seeing me. Aggressive communication, yes. Yeah, so we're having an energy change, and I really want to focus on what our paths are going to be. So today, this is what our readings are going to be about specifically. What path, what should you focus on right now? Because a lot of people are having this question, what do I even do? You know, a lot of us are just feeling like we're just kind of sitting here waiting, right? And we want to make the most of our time. So let's dive into that, okay? Okay, Aries, you're first. Okay, Aries. Let's see what we have in store for you, what you should be focusing on, what your path is. Okay, Aries, so we have the Two of Cups, we have the Strength card, and we have the Hanged Man. So for you right now, this is kind of it's a hurry up and wait moment for you, right? Aries energy, you always want to move forward. We're kind of in your season right now. The sun is well into Aries right now, and Mercury's moving into it as well. Mercury is a sign that likes to move fast as well, just like you. So with you, there seems to be this longing almost for partnership right now, and not being able to really well, all of us, right? We're all longing for a partnership, but there's going to be a need for strength, right? There's a need to kind of conquer that inner beast, to go out there. You might really feel this week, Aries, that you want to go out there and see people, or that you want to make some connections. But these cards are really telling you to stay strong and hold back right now. A lot of us right now, I'm in Florida, and it feels like everyone's just trying to get back to normal, and we really need to be hunkering down, really, instead of even visiting friends and things like that. It seems harmless, but you're really being directed right now to utilize that need for partnership, that need for connection, that need for unity right now. You're asked to develop it in a different way right now. You're going to need some real hard inner strength to conquer that beast in you right now that's telling you like that you're being drawn, it's being almost like it's pulling you. You really need to calm that beast right now, especially with Mercury moving into your sign and wanting to move quick and probably hop into your car, right? Take a short trip. Right now you're being told, hold back, find a different pathway to develop connection. Sorry, my nose is itching right now. And if you are really if you're really being compelled right now to work with somebody, find a way to really use that energy in a more productive way that you can write with some. So stay strong, Aries. I know you've got a lot of action in your sign right now, and it's probably driving you crazy. And also, happy birthday, Aries. I forgot to say that last week, but a lot of you probably want to go out and celebrate. But right now, it's a time to develop your inner strength and inner discipline, which I know Aries. If you guys, when you put your mind to it, you can really be super disciplined. Okay. Hello. Hi, Michael. Hi, Rockio. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Taurus, what you should be focusing on, what your path is right now. Oh, guys, and I forgot to mention, of course, my readings are available through astrolotta.com. I'll put the link to my personal bio and page where you can get a private reading if you have any questions or personal questions that you don't necessarily feel like you're getting the full picture with these general readings. So feel free to message me on the feedback forum, and I would love to read for you. I still have my Aries season promotion for all you Aries people out there. It's not just for Aries, although it's for all zodiac signs, but it's to really get in touch with your inner boss and your Aries strength, right? So if you're feeling right now that this is a time where you really want to get into entrepreneurial energy and really start developing something for yourself, and it doesn't even have to be about work, guys, but that's what I created it for. Reach out to me, and I'd love to do that reading for you. It's a really personalized reading as well. So we get on Skype and we talk and we have a big chat about it, and you get extra questions and everything. So really love that reading. All right, Taurus, sorry to give you my whole promo spiel. Someone soon. Well, I am on the internet, so that seems fitting. Okay, Taurus. Nice. All right, Taurus, you're in your own energy right now. You have the King of Pentacles, you have the 10 of Cups, and you have the 7 of Pentacles. So right now, it's also a waiting game for you, right? We're home is a waiting game. But for you, Taurus, this is really about getting grounded, and in that groundedness, being able to be there and show up for other people. And you might have to put things out there. You might have to almost plant seeds. People plant like seeds of happiness, it's almost like you're sharing your knowledge of being grounded, because Taurus is so grounded, right? Once Taurus decides to sit down It's like an energy like any other, even with Capricorn and Virgo. It's just this ability to really, I don't know, it's like almost like you're rooted for other people, in terms of being able to share that knowledge, but also see how it affects them, see how it eventually takes root in themselves. And you have to be patient, and this is something you're good at anyway, but there's going to be a need for patience with these people with the Seven of Pentacles. But ultimately your focus right now should be, Taurus, to focus on what makes you really happy when you are feeling that grounded energy. And in terms of other people, you want to make sure that you're gathering people around you that are bringing you that stability that you crave right now. So if there's energy that is just not beneficial for you right now, that's kind of taking you off of your axis, you know, you have to cut it out, but you know, just find your boundaries. And then you're going to have to do a little bit of a waiting game in terms of what's coming up for you in the future with this Seven of Pentacles showing up in the future position for you. There's been a bit of a waiting game, so it's not going to be an instant result. This might take time to find out exactly the place that, you know, not only makes us happy but makes us feel like we're in our true nature, right? Not everything that makes you happy necessarily is good for you, right? So like partying and all that type of stuff. So this is about what actually makes you, like, I want to say content, because happiness can be a bunch of things, but it's like contentment is almost like this peacefulness that comes with happiness as well. But don't expect this to happen overnight. Don't expect people to understand it overnight, but also share it with people. Whatever knowledge you have, you want to be able to share that as well. You have something to offer people in terms of how you even accomplish that once you do find it for yourself. Okay, guys? Yes, do stay positive. Okay, Geminis. Super thirsty today, says the Pisces. Okay. Oh, good. It's good to hear, Kelly. All right, Gemini, what you need to really be focusing on right now, what your path is. Okay, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, there might be some emotional experiences that are coming up for you this week. You have the Justice card, you have the Ace of Cups, and you have the Eight of Swords. So this is really about feeling like emotionally trapped in a lot of ways, and a need to kind of coming back into balance with the Justice card. We kind of reap what we sow with Justice, and there is a sense of karma with the Justice cards as well. Like there's a cause and effect that happens. So if you're kind of and it seems right now, because this is the past position, you're it's the cause really right now, and the cause right now is this emotional, maybe something new came into your life that stirred up a bunch of emotions recently, and you're starting to feel super emotional, which is not necessarily your nature. And if I remember correctly from last week's reading, I think you might want to go back and see and re-listen to your last week's report as well, Gemini. But right now you're feeling the stress of have not necessarily reaped a good situation for yourself with the Justice card and the Eight of Swords. So what you really need to be focusing on right now is finding your own way out of that jail, because with the Eight of Swords, it's really about a situation that we've created for ourselves, right? It's always how we react to things. You know, we get thrown all sorts of things, but we do get a choice in how we react to it. And when we do react differently, we do see a different outcome than if we would have played right into the script that was created for us, right? So you are a logical creature, Gemini, and right now it seems like you're struggling though with the emotions. So for you, and the emotions, are creating this trap, right? And that tends to be the case with emotions, right? So we need to go back and look at the thought, look at the thing that happened before it, right? How you are thinking about the situation is how you are is affecting the way you feel about it, right? This is just one of those universal truths, right? It's the thought, then the feeling. So go back and readdress that thought, see how you can get a new perspective on it. And this is what's going to really release you, Gemini, from that trap that you feel like you're in right now. Whatever boundaries that you feel like you've created for yourself, whatever rules and regulations you feel like have to be met, whatever laws you've created, you can change your mind. Your world, whatever you're believing, it is manifesting around you, and that is how the energy is created around you. So you can choose to think differently, even if you don't even really think that way yet. You can almost trick yourself into starting to think differently, and it's going to get you out of that trap where you're in right now, where you're feeling stuck and well, we're all feeling stuck, feeling stuck and stagnant, and not being able to really release these waters, these emotional blockages that you're feeling. So for you, you really need to readjust those thoughts and find a different way of accepting the situation that you're in right now. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments, trying to catch up. And guys, I'm noticing that the video is going in and out a little bit, so I'm trying to talk a little slower this week so that you're not missing any important parts of my messages, because I did notice last week when I watched some of the videos that it was almost just like cutting off and picking up where it left off, and almost like I had edited it that way, but I didn't. So trying to make sure that you're getting the full messages here, so that you're not missing any important information. But I think mostly last week all the important parts of the messages came through, so leaving it up to spirit. Carrie said, how do I find out what my actual sign is if I don't have my time of birth? You can actually get the majority of your chart without your exact birth time. Your moon sign might not be as accurate depending on where the moon is that day, and obviously your rising sign won't be accurate either, but you can at least gather where your Venus and your Mars, and especially the generational planets, your Mercury, those don't move within minutes. Just the rising and the vertex and the moon sign are the quick movers right there. And you can always do that at astrolotta.com. Okay, Cancers. Okay, Cancer, you're showing up for yourself this week as well. So, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and you have the Queen of Cups. Definitely representing yourself right there in the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles, this is about energy that's really trying to find its solidity, that's trying to find its solid ground. This is it's still experimenting it with it. I always say the Page energy is teenage energy. You're kind of going through adolescent energy with that Earth energy. There's still lessons to be learned in terms of groundedness and stability and resources and things like that. And with the Four of Wands and the Queen of Cups coming up as well, this is really about committing to that groundedness, finding that emotional balance within yourself right now, and being able to see it through, almost making this your mission right now, Cancer, to really explore the things that make you feel like you're not constantly on the ocean, right? That you're not constantly in these waters that are bouncing up and down. How you navigate within that ocean, how you stay steady within those waves, right? You should really be focusing on this week is to be able to develop that higher energy in yourself, because ultimately what being able to accomplish that energy that's not necessarily in your natural behavior, that earth energy, since you're a water sign, being able to commit to that actually brings you to the place of the Queen of Cups, which is the most important card for you this week, which is a manifestation of your highest vibration. When Cancer is in that highest vibrational energy, you know, they're no longer considered moody and wishy-washy and all those other things that are considered part of the moon in Cancer, right? They're more a maternal, motherly energy that is actually highly intuitive. To really reiterate to you that staying committed to that path of groundedness, finding yourself, finding the things that really take you. It's almost like, you know, the signs tend to have the next door neighbor signs tend to have very similar messages. And I was just saying this for Gemini, right? Being able to find that element. For Gemini, it was a little different, but being able to find that element that's missing for you, and mastering it in a way, or at least acknowledging that you're a novice in that way, so that you can start committing to that journey. This is how you're really gonna find your highest vibration and your truest self, and get you back on point where you're able to utilize that intuition in a way that is going to benefit you, so that you're more on point. Because when Cancer is that ability to really tune in, it's almost like there's no secret that you can almost hide from a Cancer once they're in that highest vibration. But you have to cut the fat out of your life. You have to you have to find ways to root down. And I was actually, as a Pisces, I was just thinking before I did your reading, so it's great that this just came up, as I was thinking, I'm sitting on the floor recently doing these readings. I usually sit in a chair, and I was just thinking how much more grounded I feel as a Pisces, just being able to sit down and do these readings for you. So maybe that was a thought that I had precog before your reading, to kind of reiterate to you is, do things like literally sit on the ground, take your feet and put them in the dirt, put your hands, garden, put your hands in the soil, find ways to really ground down for yourself. And you're going to find this deeper spiritual gift and connection that's going to come through your intuition and ultimately serve you in a much better way. Okay, Cancer, super exciting. We have Leos up next. Yes, I am talking tropical, Western astrology, guys, but honestly, use your intuition with this. If you usually do sidereal astrology, that resonates most for you. When I read these, watch the videos from other readers, for tarot, I usually do my own sun sign, and I do it with tropical, but that's, if I'm ever getting a feeling like I need to listen to my other sign from, definitely follow your own intuition. And you can definitely listen to your rising, your moon, and your sun as well for these. And no matter what spectrum of astrology you follow. Okay, Leo. Oh, it's really beautiful energy for you, Leo. Okay, so you have, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Six of Cups, which I love this card, and you have the Lovers, which I also love this card. So this is really going on, this is about going after love. This is so straightforward. This is going for it in terms of love, in terms of deep spiritual unity and connection, and whether that's actually with a partner or in terms of things that you feel drawn to, whether projects or inspiring creative endeavors that you want to go after. This is really about going for it. This Knight of Swords energy, it's about really, you know, he's the most active of all the knights. He's like the one that's actually going into battle, and he's leading the brigade, you know, he's leading that army. And so with the Six of Cups, it's really about there's a lot of nostalgia that comes with the Six of Cups, and there tends to be this tends to signify that there's something from the past, almost like that there's this deep connection, whether it's this past life or past, you know, childhood or whatever. There's like this connection, something coming back that you've always ultimately really been drawn to, almost that you've always had this connection with, even if you didn't even experience it in your younger age, but you always felt like it's almost like when you meet someone and you felt like you've known them forever, and you've known each other for 5 minutes, but there's almost like this ease of conversation. And that, I don't know about for you guys, but that's rare for me, you know. So for you, with the Lovers card, this is about choice, being able to make that choice, and that choice to fight for it, that choice to go after it for you right now. So Leo, this is really a time to be brave and step into your lion heart, right? And be able to show up in a way for yourself that is really speaking to you in terms of your soul. With this, I call this the soulmate card, with the Six of Cups. Being able to speak to your soul right now and being honest with yourself, and then going for it with all the passion and rage that you can possibly muster, to show up for yourself. And guys, I say these things and I always have to, you know, sometimes people will be like, well, I went for it and it didn't go the way that I thought. Well, that's not always the point. So don't be afraid of what could happen, or if it ends up not even as like magical as you think it is, because that's not part of the journey. We learn so much being able to put ourselves out there. We learn so much being able to experience life, that, and you know, who's to say what the journey actually is, and you never know how things are going to turn out years later too. The story is almost never over. So don't be afraid of what ifs or what could have been or whatever. Just go for it. If you are feeling this spiritual love and draw to this thing, it is time to fully invest. Okay, hope that makes sense. Sorry, just spilled water over myself. Okay. All right, here we go for Virgo. Sorry, I got distracted by the comments. Okay, Virgo. All right, Virgo, 8 of Wands, energy coming in, shifting really fast. 6 of Pentacles, this is about giving and receiving, that exchange, right? And then you have the Empress card, who represents love and abundance and giving as well, because she's a motherly figure. So there's an energy shift for you that's coming in, and how you're really going to take advantage of this is to be the first one that gives, right? There's this energy coming in for you that's highly nurturing, and if you're worried about anything right now, Virgo, I can tell you right now, don't be. You're going to be in a good position, but what you really need to focus on right now is giving. Not giving to receive, but just give as much as you can right now, Virgo. When this card comes up, you know, especially if you're in a place and you're worried about finances, you know, I would see this card when I was broke all the time, and it's really about, you know, being able to give your resources in a way. And even if I, like, you know, had absolutely no money, I would, you know, whatever I could. If there was someone on the street, I could give an extra $1 to, or tip my barista an extra $1, whatever it is, you're going to see it threefold back. So really believe in that this week for you, because you have this Empress card showing up for you, who is providing abundance, and providing love, and also The Empress card has a lot of like Queen of Pentacles energy with her as well, but she's a higher vibrational energy of that. She has that Venus associated with her as well. So this could be fertility. This is about this energy change. There's this almost like a perspective or an attitude change that's happening for you this week, Virgo, and to really gather the most out of it, to see the highest yield for your personal crop right now in life. Make sure that you're giving with an open heart, and you're going to see that it's a cycle, that not only do you when you give more, you receive more, but you actually come out even stronger. I mean, the Empress card is such an inspiring card to see. So don't be afraid to give of yourself. And that could be emotionally too, Virgos. If you're feeling like you want to close off, that is not emotionally what you need to be doing right now. You need to be opening up your heart a little bit more, because the Empress card is also a heart card. She's a very heart figure, and she's a card of love, and in its purest form. If you feel inclined, Jasmine, to apply this to your progressed moon, if you're having that thought, then I would definitely go after the signs that you feel drawn to. So when I usually get a thought like that, then for my own intuition, like, why did I have that thought? So you're being drawn to it. So for sure, I definitely go for it, and especially if it's speaking to you. Okay. Thanks so much again. Also, we're to that halfway point, and just wanted to. If anyone's new in the video, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me in our little quarantine tarot. Okay, Libras. No, Pippin. Guys, Gypsy. Guys, come here. You want to be on the internet instead? Okay. Libra, I'm sorry. Here you go. Okay, we have our first repeat card of the week. And Libra, okay, we have the Emperor, your counterpart in a lot of ways, because this card represents Aries. We have the Strength card, which is our repeat card of the week, and we have the Ace of Swords. So there's almost like there's this, there's almost going to be this need to kind of develop the shadow self this week with Libras. With the Emperor card, it represents Aries, which is your other self. It's your descendant, right? So there's this, you know, and I'm a Libra rising, and I'm just gonna go off and on my own little tangent here, but I've been thinking about that a lot in my quarantine, because I not only am a Libra rising, but like all my planets are in the 7th house practically, a lot of energy over there, or at least on that side of the chart. And I think about in quarantine how there are certain things that I'm not doing just because other people aren't around. And so I'm really compelled to give you this message right now, Libra, that there is a need to almost develop that part of yourself right now, developing that strength within yourself, that shadow side, that person that, you know, it's such a strange feeling once you realize that you're not like doing certain things or not acting in certain ways or following certain routines just because you don't have this Ace of Swords. It's almost an exciting time. What I really want to say to you, Libras, is embrace it right now. Embrace that ability in quarantine. If you are Libra in quarantine and you're not even around anybody else, find ways to really be that other person for yourself, and almost do it as if you're like putting on the other shoes. Make it a character play for yourself. Do whatever you have to do. You know, it's not like well, unless you're Christian, but like, what would Jesus do, right? Like I have to do that to myself as a Libra rising. Be like, what would this person do, or what would so and so do that I really admire, that I wish I had their like strength in a certain way. So for you, it's finding that new light, that new perspective for you this week, and being able to show it for yourself with that inner strength that's really going to turn things around for you. That's where you really need to focus on. And I think by the time we hit the end of this, you're going to find like this new perspective really, really is going to be a game changer once we get back to human contact. Okay, I hope that was beneficial for you, Libras. Okay. Okay, guys, so Scorpio, you have some really great cards here. You have the Sun, which is always inspiring to see. It's just, you know, nothing can hide in the light of the Sun. So you get a lot of truths with the Sun. You got a lot of energy and creativity with the Sun. You have messages. If you're an astrology nerd like me, which you probably are if you're on this channel, then I compare it to aspects of Mercury and Venus, where there's a lot of, or you know, Mercury and Neptune as well, where there's a lot of creative energy with messages, or there's a lot of artistic or loving art. Let's see. Like art, poetry, things like that, music, type of messages. And then you have the Four of Cups, which is really about not really seeing things because you're so focused on you're not seeing what's over here because you're not seeing what's over here coming for you because you're so focused on what's over here. It's like almost you have tunnel vision. You're not seeing things coming through. So for you this week, Scorpio, there is a lot of beauty. There's a lot of great messages coming through. There's going to be a lot of inspiration in terms of you know, messages coming through for you that you need to really listen for, because right now it seems like you're focused on, you know, when we have the Four of Cups, it's almost like we're focused on what we don't have, or we're so focused on our problems and, you know, which, you know, is a human thing, but we don't see what's coming in for us because of it. And what you have coming in is pretty spectacular. So this is a good time right now, Scorpio, to like get into meditation where you clear your head so you can like have that breath of fresh air where you're like, oh, wow, I didn't even notice that there's been a plant hanging there, you know. And this is a very like, you know, ridiculous example, but there's a lot of moments coming up for people right now like that, because life has slowed down so much that it's like, oh, was that always there? Was that restaurant always there? And or was, you know, has this person always lived next door to me, or whatever it is. Take the opportunity to like bask in that sun right now and like let yourself be creative and let those new messages come through for you, so that you can receive them. Because with the Knight of Cups, there's something, you know, this is bound to you. This person or this energy is coming for you, but right now you're not going to be able to see it unless you kind of like wake up and open up to that sun energy. And this is also a really great card for you to see right now, because we do have the sun in Aries. So find for you where the sun in Aries is hitting in your own chart right now. Pay attention to if it's making any aspects to you right now, because that might be a message right there that you really need to be paying attention to, wherever the sun is moving into in your chart. So just wanted to say that as well. When I see that sun card, I always tend to check where the sun is in my own natal. All right, Sagittarius. Ron said you seem like an angel. Are you talking to me? Thank you if you are. I'm no angel. I'm just a human. Maybe I'll come back. Okay, Sag. sticky, Sag. Wow, Sag. Got all repeat cards. Cool. All right, we have the Ten of Cups. That is happiness and rainbows and being able to share that energy with your community, with your family, with your loved ones. But we also have the Hanged Man and the Strength card, which who had all these cards? There was at least 2 of these cards was in someone else's readings. I can't remember at this point. But, oops, sorry, let me screen. So for you, there's this almost sense of happiness coming into your life that you almost feel like you can't fully enjoy right now. And for Sagittarius, oh, I think this was it Aries? Because I wanted to say this is relating to a lot of fire signs right now, but you're going to want to be out there. You're going to want to experience things. You're going to want to really like delve into the sun. I mean, maybe the weather is great where you're at right now and you're stuck inside, but you're being told to hold up. With this Hangman, there is, especially, you know, there's other cards that signify patience, but when the Hangman comes up, it's like a giant roadblock to be like, stop right now. Stop right now and develop some patience. You don't have the full story. You don't know all the information. There's something that is being hidden from you. You know, we are still coming out of that, you know, Mercury is moving out of Pisces, and it's moved away from that, that conjunction with Neptune, but we're still just getting the story. So maybe wait till Mercury moves, you know, it should, within the next day, Mercury should be out of Pisces into Aries. So wait till you get some, wait till the information that's coming in is clearer for you right now, so that you can, when you go out and really are able to connect with people, that it's coming from a place of ultimate clarity for yourself right now, Sagittarius. You have the Strength card as well, which is asking you to kind of fight those inner demons, fight that thing inside yourself. The two, you know, got the devil and the angel on your shoulders, and you're trying to suppress the devil on your shoulder so that you can do what's right. And this is what's really needed for you right now. There is a lot of beautiful energy out there, but you don't want to be deceived, or you don't want to do something that's going to be harmful to you in the future position with the Strength card. So really focus right now on your patience and being able to develop that inner strength, that inner character right now. I'm not going to say that it's, you know, you have anything bad coming up for you, but it's almost like you're being inspired by this happiness to be able to move forward. And you're actually being told, you know, just sit where you're at with it. Don't try to expand off of it right now. Just kind of sit in the, you know, in the evenness of it. Don't try to make it anything bigger, or try to move past this energy right now. You know, it's almost like enjoy where you're at with it, and once this energy moves forward with Mercury, you'll be able to develop a fuller picture, and that will be able to expand on that strength for you. But if you're moving forward before that, if you're not really heeding this, and you know, it's at the center of the reading, so when you don't heed this this Hangman card, I'm telling you, you always feel like you just either put your foot in your mouth, which is a Sagittarius thing. I have a Sagittarius stellium, and it's in my 3rd house and aspect of my Mercury, so I know all about putting your foot in your mouth. So you're gonna feel like you didn't do it the right way. So right now, you know, enjoy the space of where you're at. Try to find that peacefulness of wherever you're at right now. Come to terms with it. You know, find the happiness in a different way without feeling like you need to move forward, or you need to expand on that energy. Just enjoy it for what it is right now with the Hangman, and it'll feel stronger. It's almost like you're gonna multiply it and make it make it a stronger energy for yourself if you actually sit on it. Because I know with Sagittarian energy, you want to just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. It's almost like eventually you thin it all out. So just sit in it, enjoy the time, wait till you get more information about the next step or how you can expand on this. If you're feeling like something's really exciting you and you really want to jump forward, just wait, and you'll be in a better position. I hope that makes sense for you guys. It feels sometimes, I think about reading cards sometimes, and it's almost like I always feel like I'm translating. Oh, I'm translating another language, and sometimes I hope things aren't lost in translation. So sorry if I repeat myself or yeah, I'll repeat myself. Okay, we are on to Capricorns. I hope I haven't missed any signs. And guys, if you just joined and you missed your sign, or you felt like your reading spoke to you but you needed more information, or you need just more clarity, definitely reach out to me on the Astrolotta website, astrolotta.com, and I'll also put the link after I do the video in the bio, so you can contact me. Just would love to, even if you just want to, chat or just say hi, you enjoy the videos or whatever, just let me know. But you can also find in that link the link will bring you to all my other readings, and there's different readings that I have for different situations. But if you're confused, definitely reach out to me as well, and we can see which one will definitely work better for you. So just a little commercial break. All right, Capricorn. Oh, I have a card out of place. All right. All right, I think they're good now. Okay, Capricorn. Pippin, Capricorn, so you're going to really want to pay attention to this message. Capricorn, how come you always get that card? All right. You have the Nine of Cups. You have the Eight of Pentacles, which Eight of Pentacles energy. You always seem to get it because you're such hard workers. And you have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So for you, you're missing working right now, Capricorn. If you're one of those people that don't get to be working right now, or just not working as hard as you normally do, there's this need to